Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the latest crypto trends and news. Today, we're analyzing the price trajectory of the Hamster Kombat token, HMSTR. Is it crashing after launch, or are we about to see a major rebound? This video is in no way to promote Hamster Kombat, but to let people understand what really is happening to the token on the market. Let's break it down. Let's kick things off by comparing the current price of Hamster Kombat token to its initial listing price. Right now, we're seeing the token trading significantly lower than when it was first listed. For many investors, this could trigger concerns, as it seems like the token might be losing momentum. But here's something to remember. Early sell-offs are a common occurrence in the crypto world. When a token launches, there's usually a lot of excitement and hype. Many early investors, particularly those who got in during pre-sales or airdrops, will sell their holdings for quick profits once the token goes live. This is a normal part of the initial market cycle, and is often why we see prices fall soon after launch. Now, while a dip in price can be alarming, it doesn't always signal a long-term problem. In fact, many tokens experience this early correction phase before stabilizing. This is when the speculative buyers cash out, and long-term investors start to take control of the market. Price consolidation after this sell-off phase can sometimes set the stage for a future rebound. But there's more to this story. We have to ask, is this just a typical market correction, or are there underlying issues driving the price down even further? Are investors worried about the project's fundamentals? Or is this part of a broader trend we've seen with other new tokens? These are key questions, and the answer will shape whether Hamster Kombat token is simply in a temporary dip or facing a more significant challenge. In the next segment, we'll dig into market sentiment and community reactions, which can provide some insight into what's really going on. Stay tuned! Now let's talk about one of the most critical factors influencing the Hamster Kombat token price: market sentiment. This is where things get a bit complex because investor perception often plays a huge role in the token's value, sometimes even more than technical factors like liquidity or market supply. Right now, there are concerns within the community about a few key issues, particularly around token distribution and the recent price drop. Token distribution refers to how the total supply of tokens is allocated among investors, developers, and early adopters. If too many tokens are concentrated in the hands of a few, it can create fear of a rug pull or a sudden market crash when these major holders decide to sell. The price drop has raised questions about whether this might be a warning sign or simply part of the normal volatility we see with new tokens. A lot of investors are wondering if this is a red flag, a sign that the token might not recover or that there are fundamental problems with the project. This fear can lead to panic selling, which further drives prices down, creating a snowball effect that impacts even long-term holders. But here's the other side of the story. The Hamster Kombat team is still actively delivering on their promises. They're rolling out new updates for the game, and the player base remains loyal. Community engagement is still strong, and that's a good sign. In the world of crypto, especially in the gaming space, user engagement and project development are often indicators of a token's potential for recovery. If Hamster Kombat can keep its players engaged and deliver new, exciting features, that could easily shift sentiment in a positive direction. For example, if they introduce in-game utilities for the token or new ways to earn and spend HMSTR, it could drive renewed interest and create buying pressure. We've seen this happen with other gaming tokens like Axie Infinity, AXS. After initial turbulence, continued project development and user growth led to a significant price rebound. In short, while there are definitely concerns about the recent dip and distribution issues, it's not necessarily a death sentence for the token. Market sentiment can turn quickly, especially if Hamster Kombat delivers on its roadmap. Keep an eye on upcoming updates, as they could be the key to a potential rebound. Next up, let's take a look at how successful tokens have handled similar situations and what that could mean for HMSTR. Now let's take a closer look at how other successful crypto tokens have handled similar price volatility, and what that means for the Hamster Kombat token, HMSTR. A prime example is Axie Infinity X. Axie Infinity had a rocky start. Despite the initial excitement surrounding its launch, the token's price dropped significantly after the first wave of speculative buying and selling. But over time, as Axie Infinity's ecosystem matured, something remarkable happened. user adoption skyrocketed, and the token's utility within the game became more apparent. Axie's in-game economy grew stronger, and players could use the token for various functions such as breeding, battling, and trading their digital pets. This utility created real value for the token, which helped the price recover and surge over time. Another great example is Decentraland, MNA, a virtual reality platform that allows users to create, explore, and trade in a 3D world. Much like Axie Infinity, Decentraland's Mana token saw early price drops after launch, mainly due to initial profit-taking by investors and market fluctuations. But as Decentraland's ecosystem evolved and users could buy land, develop virtual real estate, and participate in governance through the token, Mana saw a massive price rebound. This rebound was driven by strong user adoption and an active community that believed in the long-term potential of the platform. The key takeaway here is utility and user adoption. Both Axie Infinity and Decentraland demonstrated that tokens with real use cases and a committed user base can recover from initial price dips and even go on to reach all-time highs. Now, how does this apply to Hamster Kombat? If Hamster Kombat can follow a similar path by building a strong ecosystem around its game and finding real use cases for the HMSTR token, such as in-game purchases, rewards, or even governance, there's a good chance the token could experience a significant rebound. The current price drop may simply be a phase in the token's early life cycle, much like what we saw with Axie and Mana. For example, if Hamster Kombat introduces more ways to use the HMSTR token within the game, whether for buying upgrades, trading items, or staking for rewards, it will increase the token's intrinsic value. This, combined with community growth and new players joining the game, could drive long-term demand for HMSTR, leading to price stabilization and potentially a rebound. Of course, the timing and success of this will depend on market sentiment, project updates, and the overall crypto market environment. But history shows us that tokens with strong ecosystems, engaged users, and practical use cases often recover after initial dips, and in some cases, they even exceed their original listing prices. So while the price of Hamster Kombat token may be down now, it's not out. There's a lot of potential for a rebound, especially if the team delivers on their promises and continues to grow the game's ecosystem. We also have to consider broader market trends. If the entire crypto market is in a bearish phase, it's tough for any token to gain momentum. But in a bullish cycle, prices can surge rapidly. So it's essential to keep an eye on the larger crypto landscape. So is Hamster Kombat crashing or headed for a rebound? Right now, with prices below the listing value, it might feel like a crash. But don't forget, we've seen this pattern before with successful tokens. If Hamster Kombat delivers on its promises and grows its user base, a rebound is definitely possible. What do you think? Will Hamster Kombat make a comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on Hamster Kombat and other crypto projects. Stay tuned for more updates, and thanks for watching.